Hello, I am Heath Radford here with Center Stage Theater, and I am here with Jaret Peterson, who is playing, which character are you playing in Romeo and Juliet?
Oh, Capulet.
Capulet. He is playing Lord Capulet in the upcoming production of Center Stage Theater's Romeo and Juliet. So, Jaret, tell us a little bit about Lord Capulet.
Oh, geez. He's a little bit of a hothead. Well, we get that in there, but he's also, I think, kind of an overgrown child. He kind of wants to be the big guy, the big man, but he's a bit childish, and when things don't go his way, he doesn't react the best way.
What's it been like bringing Lord Capulet to life in this, Shakespearean tale?
It sounds simple, but yeah, it's fun. Because you get to be like, he's big and showy and all this, and then you get to just go on this yelling rampage and the nurse and Lady Capulet and Juliet. So you kind of get to let loose with him a little bit.
And then I have to bring up too, because your previous role you did was Bob Cratchit, who's very timid and shy and quiet. So hearing that you're playing this character that's very loud and boisterous, what has it been like having to kind of switch in those differences in your preparation?
I had to leave Bob Cratchit like completely out of my mind. Because Capulet is the opposite. There's nothing really humble about him at all. And he's definitely a different type of father. I can't say he doesn't love Juliet, but he's got a breaking point where he's willing to go with the flow up until a point, and then he stops.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So it sounds like there's a lot of stuff in store for your character in the show that we'll get to see. So with all that going on, what do you want audiences to take away from seeing you guys doing Romeo and Juliet?
Well, I guess on the grand scale, watching it like as a kind of the moral of the story is kind of the idea of like grudges and just not talking to each other. We could avoid a lot, even like today in the real world, just by like talking to each other, just kind of letting go of a grudge. Because that's all this play is about. The first chorus even kind of lays it out that it's like, oh, it's tragedy and nobody liked each other.
The world could benefit from people letting go of grudges and moving on with things. Agreed. And it's such a universal thing that we all could learn from. So now, Jaret, I know with the previous production done before it, with Christmas Carol, with this show, like what kind of memories kind of pop up for you of like experiences you've had so far with Center Stage?
Oh, it's been just nothing but positive, honestly. It's a great thing for the community, for people who want to perform, give it a shot, really. Actually, in this one, my oldest son is playing Peter, so he's kind of like taken to that a bit too. So it's nice for the community to have like that outlet, and for us to be able to put on like Romeo and Juliet or Christmas Carol or a musical for the community to actually come locally and see this.
So now that you bring up your son being in it with you, what's it been like sharing the stage with your son in this production?
We have a couple of scenes. He usually doesn't say much in the scenes with me, but I'm very proud of him. He's taken to, at the very least, a lot of stuff he hasn't done before. It's like, and just seeing him just try something new is just, it's really great.
One of the most amazing things you can see. And again, keeping CST in that sort of family affair and stuff, it's so great. So if you get a chance, get your tickets to come see Romeo and Juliet. As Jaret said over here, he and his son are in the production. So it's March 14th through 16th at the Paramount Theater. Tickets are at goldsboroparamount.com, or you can call the Paramount box office. And you don't want to miss unforgettable performances like the one that Jared's going to be doing has been in the show as Lord Capulet. So definitely come out and see it. And thank you so much, Jaret.
All right.